Are you scrolling through your feed, seeing those picture perfect getaways and must have items, and then you look at your bank account? We're often told that saving money means endless no's and watching everyone else have all the fun, right? But what if I told you that being truly smart with your money isn't about restriction, but about making intentional choices that actually free you up to experience those getaways and buy those quality items without the looming debt and regret? Hi, I'm Stephanie, and as a life and mindset coach who loves a good adventure and a perfectly made cup of coffee, I've learned that building a life you love includes being financially savvy, not financially stressed. So, this isn't about becoming a hermit, it's about smart strategies that work for your real life. In this video, I'm sharing my top 10 practical steps you can take today that will save you hundreds, even thousands each year without feeling like you're missing out. Let's dive in. Number one, review your subscriptions. Let's talk about those recurring charges silently eating away at your budget. How many of us signed up for a free trial a year ago and are still paying for it? These days, it feels like everything's a subscription, right? And I get it. Life gets busy, and that learn a new language app or that streaming service we only watched once slips our mind. But guess what? Those forgotten monthly fees are silently draining your bank account. So after you watch this, commit to sitting down for 15 minutes and open up your latest credit card statement or bank statement, print it out, and grab a highlighter. Yes, a actual highlighter, and just sit there and mark every single subscription. Then you're going to have to ask yourself the tough question. Do I really need this? Have I used this in the past month? So I had a friend who was shocked by all her impulse shopping on Amazon. So she went completely cold turkey and just deleted the app. Hardcore, I know. But I asked her about it later and I said, like, hey, how's that going? Thinking she cracked and downloaded it again. But she said she really didn't notice. She just adjusted her life to not purchasing on Amazon and it worked. So the benefit here is huge for your wallet, right? Also, the environment with less consumption and your overall mental health. You free up so much mental space. Whatever subscription you canceled, you now have all this free space and time. So, do you want to learn a new hobby, learn a new skill, or start a side hustle to boost your income? Now you can because you're not wasting away on a subscription you don't even need or want. So, what subscriptions are you going to ditch today? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious. Number two, meal planning. How terrible do you feel when you're throwing away that bag of salad mix again? Or the shriveled vegetables that were hidden in the vegetable drawer? Only me. Hit that like and subscribe button if you know what I'm talking about. Every day, like clockwork, my husband will text or call or walk through the door and be like, "What's for dinner?" All you moms out there know how irritating that is. So, yes, it takes a little more time upfront to plan your meals, but trust me, the payoff in time saved and reduced decision fatigue are worth it. There are tons of meal planning apps out there, but personally, I just have a few meals that I know my kids like and what works with our busy schedule, and I have it on a note. I just pick one dish we're craving for that week, and I strategically use the overlapping ingredients for other meals. So for this week, if my kids want beef curry, then I know I'm going to have onions and carrots. So I might also plan to pick up some extra shabu meat to stir fry some veggies with that. So the benefits here are very clear. A lighter grocery bill, a more sustainable approach to food consumption by minimizing our food waste, and a significant reduction in that daily mental load of figuring out what to eat for dinner. Are you interested in seeing my typical grocery hauls or what a typical week of meals look like? Let me know in the comments. But be warned, I'm no gourmet chef, so it could be really funny. Number three, cook once, eat twice. Let's tackle the budget killer, eating out and those convenient but very costly apps like DoorDash and Uber Eats. When I talk to clients about their spending habits, the number one thing they often say is, we order takeout way too much, or the delivery fees are insane. So let's be honest. Why do we default to these options so often? Usually it boils down to one thing: exhaustion. We're tired, and the thought of making another decision, let alone cooking, feels impossible. So that's where our previous tip of meal planning becomes your secret weapon. Take some time on the weekend when you're feeling rested and have a clearer mind to prepare your list for the week, right? So when you are cooking, double the recipe and just freeze the extra portion for those inevitable I can't days. So for instance, when I'm making this beef curry, I'm just going to double the batch and then I'm going to put some away in the freezer. Honestly, it brings me such joy when I find a pre-made meal in the freezer. I just love my past self so much for making that choice for us. And we're talking potentially saving hundreds each month and thousands over the year just by avoiding these delivery fees, tips, and inflated restaurant pricing. So that $12 burrito suddenly cost $30 with all the extras. We were all shocked about the price of eggs, but yet we're still clicking the order now on that $30 burrito. These moments where we value convenience over money, no judgment because it happens to all of us. But when you're doing it every day just because you can't go out, let's be real, that just means I don't want to go out, right? So moving on. Number 4, become a barista. I swear these tips are not all food related, but can you tell I love food? So learning to make your favorite coffee or matcha at home can actually become a really fun and enjoyable ritual. Forget the long lines and expensive coffee shop prices. Just search homemade coffee recipes or DIY matcha latte. Right here on YouTube, there's so many tutorials. I remember a few years ago when my dad took the grandkids to get ice cream and pulled out a $20. And the cashier's total had him in shock and he had to pull out another bill. I think I'm finally getting there. It's getting to the point where the cashier tells me that will be $8.30. It makes me do a double take. What did I order? And I realize it's just a coffee, like a latte or a boba. And don't get me wrong, I still love a good coffee shop experience, but with big financial goals, balancing those treats with everyday savings is key. So on the weekdays, my kitchen becomes my personal barista station. The benefits are twofold. You can save both time and money. No more driving to your coffee shop before starting the day. Plus, there can be health benefits. I recently discovered the joy of making matcha at home after our recent trip to Japan, and it's become a really nice way to start our mornings. Most people think that making these drinks at home is really time consuming, but it really isn't. And that quiet moment of preparation can be a nice way to center yourself and start your day before the chaos. Let me know what your favorite homemade coffee or tea recipe is. Share it with me in the comments. Number 5, buy secondhand. So you love amazing deals and want to be kinder to the planet? Let's talk about buying secondhand. Growing up, I love thrifting. Anyone remember Savers? The thrill of a good bargain was addictive, and now it's even better knowing it supports sustainability. When I had my third baby, the thought of buying brand new baby gear that would only be used for a few months felt really wrong. For my first, hand-me-downs were the plan, but with the last, the cost per use just didn't add up. And that's when I discovered the goldmine that is Facebook Marketplace. I found so many baby essentials. Some of them new with tags, barely used, and looked brand new. So the benefits are significant for your wallet, allowing you to allocate those funds to things that are higher on your financial priorities, like your kids' college fund or your retirement savings. So by being more conscious about where you spend on items with a shorter lifespan, you create more financial breathing room for your future. Number 6, look for discounts. This might sound obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people skip this simple step. Before you click buy now on anything online, just take an extra 5 to 10 minutes to search for a discount. Being first gen and having financially savvy parents, it's just in my DNA to never pay full price. And honestly, it still hurts me to pay full price. So whenever I'm about to make a purchase, I always do a quick Google search for a discount code, or I sign up for that email list for that new subscriber perk. A hot tip, create a separate email account specifically for these reward programs and discounts to keep your main inbox clean and so that it doesn't tempt you with all the sale emails. A website that I often use is Retail Me Not. They typically list all the active promo codes. And Groupon is also fantastic for finding deals on local activities and experiences. Funny story. So for my kid's recent birthday, she really wanted a birthday party, but to keep it low key, I convinced her that a visit to the claw machine place with her cousins would be super fun. And a quick Google search revealed a Groupon for 50% off. And then I found an additional promo code for another 10% off. So we spent way less and had a blast. While we were there, it blew my mind just watching other people just exchanging cash for tokens at full price over and over. And it was physically painful to witness. So now you'll remember this story and always do a quick search for a discount. You never know what you might find. Every dollar counts. Why spend more if you don't have to? Knowing you're saving money and hopefully you're investing or growing those funds, that will ease your financial worries as you allocate those savings elsewhere in your budget. Number 7, use cashback apps. So if we cannot find a promo code, the next best thing to look for is a cashback reward. My go-to website is Rakuten.com, and I'll link all of these in the notes below. You can often find stores offering cashback promos. And during holiday weekends, you can often find that they increase those cashback offers to 10% or 15, 20%. So don't underestimate this simple strategy. It's an easy way to earn money back on your everyday spending with minimal effort. Feel a little less guilty about those necessary purchases and get the most out of your dollar. If you're gonna spend money anyways, why not get a little money back? And just like with the discounts, every dollar saved is a dollar you can put to work for your other financial goals. Number 8, travel hack with credit cards. Now, credit cards can be tricky if you don't use them responsibly. But if you're disciplined and can pay off your balance in full every month, certain credit cards can be powerful tools for saving money on travel. So this is what's known as travel hacking. Credit card companies offer amazing sign-up bonuses and ongoing rewards to incentivize you to use their cards. So one of my first travel cards was the Chase Sapphire Preferred, and right now they have a sign-up bonus of 100,000 points, which is crazy. And so you've probably seen everyone talking about this card right now. And my favorite way to redeem these points is by booking hotel rooms. So we recently used our points on our last trip to Japan. So the benefit of credit card points is the potential for significant savings on travel. I mean, growing up first gen, vacations weren't a thing, right? When I became an adult, the idea of spending thousands on travel felt strange. So using points and travel hacking allows you to experience new places without breaking the bank. Number 9, make a list for the store. I cannot emphasize how much money this simple habit can save you. I honestly never step foot into a store without a list. Even if I haven't done a full meal plan that week, I'll just take 5 minutes in the parking lot to jot down a quick list on my phone before I go inside. Think about it. Without a list, it's so easy to fall victim to impulse buys. Either you're hungry and you start grabbing everything that looks good, or you end up buying ingredients for that aspirational chef life that never quite materialized. So the benefit here isn't just financial, it's also a huge time saver. You're not wandering aimlessly through the aisles being tempted. You go in, you get what you need, and you get out. Plus, by sticking to a list and only buying what you need, you're also minimizing food waste. So it's a win-win for your wallet and the environment. Number 10, Wishlist It. Did you know that on Amazon, there's a way that you can see a total of all your transactions for the year? I did it one year and it was eye opening. If you have kids, you can probably relate to the feeling of there is just too much stuff everywhere. So, just seeing how much we spent on those quick Amazon purchases annually can be quite shocking. It really made me think about what I was actually spending my money on. And the thing is, that one click buy button makes it way too easy to purchase things without much thought. It removes a crucial barrier. So now, when I think I want or need something, I add it to a note on my phone. For the kids, I create a private wish list on Amazon. That way, when birthdays or holidays roll around, I have a ready made list. And I've made a rule for myself: wait 48 hours before buying anything non essential. Sleep on it. Decide if you really want or need that item. Most of the time, I add it to my notes and then I completely forget about it. So that just goes to show it wasn't as necessary as I initially thought, and it would have just become another impulse buy. So there you have it. Those are my top 10 very doable steps that can help you spend smarter so that you can put that money towards other areas to help ease some financial stress and set you up for financial well-being down the road. If you found these tips helpful, please like this video, subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and share with a friend who could benefit. And if you're looking to shift your mindset around money and you want to know how to feel rich before you actually are, make sure to check out this next video.